What's happening? Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club on this Friday. And we got our guest co-host, Lauren LaRosa.
Yep. I'm here.
How you feeling? How was your week?
My week was amazing. I love it here. Don't you want to keep me?
It's not that easy. The people decide.
Well, the people.
They love you. They love you.
If y'all listening and y'all love me, please come and tell them that y'all love me. Because I love it here.
You better campaign. Mm-hmm. You better put up a campaign.
Lauren LaRosa for the Breakfast Club, #.
There you go.
There's been only one campaign I've been seeing that's been taking over everything.
Who's that?
That's just hilarious. So
you ain't been seeing all my comments and my. Oh, you haven't been on Twitter this week. Instagram.
He's not on Twitter.
If I gotta go look, that means the campaign ain't what it need to be.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying.
Can y'all please run it up even more? Because the way y'all took over my alerts this week, I had to put my phone down for Monday and Tuesday. Whoa. So if he ain't seen it, can we please? I was gonna say double it. Let's quadruple it up.
I'm trying to say he don't be checking the stuff.
I don't know what's going on, but write in all caps so make sure he can read it.
That's all. Step the campaign up.
Lauren LaRosa for the Breakfast Club.
This hashtag stale snacky.
LL Cool Bay for BC. That's what it should be. LL Cool Bay for BC.
Well, let's get to the rumors.
Get ready.
Lauren LaRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Move out the way. Tell her. Baby. This is the rumor report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On the Breakfast Club.
Lauren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So Travis Scott dropped the long-awaited Utopia today, and it has social media on a uproar.
You heard it, right? You was listening on the way in.
I did listen on the way in.
What you thought so far?
It started off kind of slow for me, but when I got to Meltdown, I think that was the first song where I was like, wait, because I heard Drake, and then I thought I heard like some shots, and I was like, I did. So Drake on Meltdown, which is a song that everybody is talking about, he threw some shots at Pusha T, but Pharrell caught some strays too. We got some audio of the verse.
Not around, the members done hung up the Louis, they not even wearing it. This shit, I would have been with the Wassers comparison.
Yes, I don't even know why again, but
Drake always says something that's supposed to sound tough, but it just doesn't.
What you mean?
I would have been in Paris with the Wassers. What is a Wasser?
I took it as he was going to pull up with the gangsters to the show because he knew Pusha was going to be there.
Well, just say goons or say the woes. What is the Wasser?
It didn't rhyme.
Does he mean people from Ghana? What does that mean?
It didn't rhyme, Charlamagne. It has to rhyme. It doesn't make sense.
A Wasser sounds like the Canadian equivalent of Wawa, but that would be Tim Hortons, wouldn't it?
That would be Tim Hortons in Toronto.
Hortons. And what does Pharrell have to do with this?
I don't know. I mean, he says don't come at me at repairing. So I don't know if maybe Pharrell behind the scenes was trying to figure that out because the show and he wanted Drake there, but then Pusha was walking. I don't really know. That's just my speculation from what I took from the verse. But he really
took shots at Pharrell,
yes.
Pusha, Louis Vuitton. He
Louis
said
Vuitton,
anybody
yeah.
wearing Louis Vuitton no more.
Since Virgil not there no more.
But I think Drake also looks at it like this: once we have beef, we always have beef. Like this, I'm never gonna let up.
But when did Pharrell get into it? He had just brought. So when he did the Jumbotron video, he was wearing the Pharrell chain. He spent like over $2 million for it. That's what he's talking about. He melted down.
Right, the chains. Yeah.
Pharrell just wants to be happy. I think this is still like he probably still doesn't like the 40 line. Remember when Pusha went at 40? So this is probably his way. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at your man now.
Yeah, it's never gonna be over. I don't think it's ever gonna be over.
Well, if Drake, if you wanted with Pusha, just said it again. You still owe him anyway, honestly.
This could be the start right now.
Because didn't he have a record Tuck that he didn't put out? Remember?
Yeah, he had a record Tuck that he didn't put out. But
after Pusha dropped the Otis the joint over the Otis.
But then you remember Drake.
Not Otis. What song was that? For OJ.
OJ. But then you remember Drake squashed it with Kanye, and then he went back to Kanye later.
Not really. He did that for the. He said that on the record.
I did it for Mob Ties.
He did that for the Mob Ties.
I did that for Mob Ties. So I mean, I love it. I think it's
you still owe him, Drake. So if you want to drop this record, just set it on him. You got an album coming out.
I think this was the appetizer or something. I don't know. I was surprised. I thought that they had not made up, but at least like didn't care about each other anymore. They definitely didn't make up. I don't think they ever made up. No, not that they made up. I just thought that it was just like, okay, that happened. We found out about Adonis. Pusha won. We moved on.
No, I don't think you never move on when you
might not
beef.
move on, but like I don't know. I just didn't expect this.
And Drake runs with about 20, 30 people. Remember they was
20, 30 Wassas?
They was going to beat you up?
Yes.
You had a lot of.
We was in the club in Houston, and the Breakfast Club was hosting that club.
Story of my life.
Charlamagne, you like what? 5'4"?
5'7".
5'2". We were in the club in
Houston.
Houston.
That's what I told my license. That's what I said on my license.
Definitely not.
You are too small to be.
And he got pads in his shoes too.
How did they even see him in the section in the club?
No, what happened was
the Breakfast Club
was supposed to be hosting the club, right? And Charlamagne didn't come because he was smart. And Drake pulled up with like about 10 people. 10 big people, like pit bulls, like.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They wanted confrontation.
Hey, what you was going to do? What were you going to do?
I don't know.
He was gonna run.
I wasn't there. First of all, I wasn't going to do nothing because I wasn't there.
You was home meditating.
On purpose. Why would I go
Meditating.
Is that meditation? Why would I go somewhere where I know people probably got smoke with me? That's just the stupidest thing in the world. I've never understood that.
It was smart.
They made up, though. Remember, Drake sent them bottles later on, so they made up.
Yeah, well, also on the Drake album, Beyonce, that was a surprise for fans as well, too.
Not the Drake album.
I'm sorry,
Travis Scott
on
album.
the Travis Scott album.
She might be on Drake album. Drake dropping in a couple weeks. We don't know. But,
On the Travis Scott album, Beyonce was a pretty big surprise for people. They're talking about that song. It's a ballroom song. I love that for them. So yeah, a lot of big features. 21 Savage, Westside Gun, SZA, Route 49, a lot of people.
I'll check that out later.
And Drake just left town. I think he sold out 6 shows in New York or 7 shows in New York.
Well, yeah, because he did the Barclays and he did the Garden, right?
He did Barclays in the Garden.
Then he went on a strip club tour.
Yeah, he did go on a strip club
He
tour.
went on a strip club tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Saw him make a mess last night with First Lady L. Where he was at?
Starlets.
I think he was at Starlets the night before. I don't know where he was at last night. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but shout out to Drake. Shout out to Chubbs, man. I heard they had a great show. My kids went to both shows and really, really enjoyed it. And then OVO, what's his name up here?
OVO. The Wasses.
OVO Eli. He went up here. I think he went to 3 shows up here.
Eli's a Wassa too.
You better stop shouting them out before they come. He's going to find out if you don't leave him alone. You need to relax. Okay?
Go downstairs and there's a bunch of Wassas out there.
Listen,
all right.
to the Wassas, I have nothing to do with Charlamagne.
No.
You're right. I don't know what the Wassas is. Look at all the Wassas.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news. And also, we're going to talk about a situation, 800-585-1051. We can get on the lines right now. This is a conversation with one of our producers. She went to lunch with a guy, and she wasn't sure if it was a date or not. They went to get something to eat. The dinner was the lunch was $234. She didn't pay for any of it.
She's handicapped. She's crippled.
She's not handicapped.
She barely can walk.
She's not crippled. She
I
can
think
barely
he was
walk
just
right
being
now.
nice.
So we're asking, is that a date? Ladies, how do you know when you go out with somebody if it's a date or if it's just a friendly, I guess,
outing?
Or somebody could be using you for your handicap decal. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to get parking at this spot.
It's stupid. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.